Hello, I'm Isabel Dassinger, and today we're going to do a demonstration with the new Collajam. We've had the Collajam out now for a few years, and it's always been well received, but there's a new formula. It's excellent, it's easier, and it's even more effective than the old one. Face, neck, décolleté, arms, above the knee, all of those areas are areas where Collajam is so effective, the most effective product that we've ever used in regards to totally resurfacing and turning over the skin. Again, it's easy, it's effective, and the downtime is minimal, 24 hours at the most, and the skin recovers very quickly and looks amazing. So the syringe, you're going to dispense 3 milliliters, and you're going to be able to monitor it from here on the top. So you're going to just have it go down 1, 2, and 3. Stephanie, our beautiful model for the day. Now, Stephanie's in her mid-30s, doesn't look it at all. She's a beautiful Scottish redhead, so her skin's a little more sensitive, but Collajam can be done on any kind of skin. What you're going to do is you're just going to be able to understand the amount of time that you're massaging the product into the skin and how long you let the product stay on the skin. So you choose your area and you massage in a circular motion. And the product contains little spicules, which are the spine from the sponge. So they naturally are from the sea. And then we've combined that with amazing ingredients that work to stimulate, hydrate, plump up, resurface. All of those ingredients are combined into the formula with the spicules. So the spicules by nature absorb those particles and worked into the skin. Now they act like little cacti, and so I'm massaging them into the skin. If you can feel them, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're like little cacti, and it's a treatment. Your clients are going to definitely feel the product being massaged into the skin. So these little spicules are going to work their way like little Pac-Man into the skin, and they're going to stay there. So even when the treatment's done and I wipe off the excess, these little particles are going to stay in the skin and do their job over the next 24 hours. So during those 24-hour period, the skin will feel very warm at different points and periods because of the blood circulation and the stimulation. But what's great about this treatment is that for 24 hours, these particles, along with the amazing formula that they're mixed into, are going to continue to stimulate and create collagen reformation and reorganization, break down the surface layer of the skin. Although we call it a peel, it's not like the skin is going to peel. There might be some shedding in some different areas depending on the skin that you're working on, but you're not going to have that shedding of skin for days after the peel, because these little Pac-Men, these little spicules are going to eat away like an enzyme at the top layer of skin, and what you're going to be left with is beautiful, beautiful skin. It's just the most amazing treatment. So when you take the product, you're going to massage only for a few minutes in each area, and just very slow, very, methodically and in a clockwise way, massage it into the skin, and working around. And when I'm done working the product into the skin, I'm going to, a lot of the little particles are going to stay embedded in the skin, and then I'm going to wipe off the excess. Now, depending on how strong I want the treatment to be is going to be the factor as far as how long I'm going to massage the product into the skin. So if Stephanie had deeper lines here, I'm going to work here a little bit longer, but believe me, the product has a tremendous power onto itself, so it is going to be doing the job. At the end of the 24-hour period, you're going to cleanse the face with your cleanser and remove any excess particles. Now, when you sleep, you think, oh God, they're going to come off when I sleep, but they really don't. They've really worked their way into the skin in a deep way. I prefer to do this treatment in the morning, just because then it gives the skin time. But even if you do it in the evening, you're fine, because the little particles really have a way of adhering to the skin. So the deeper the treatment that you want, the more product that you're going to use. You can feel it, right? I know. It definitely has a large content to it as far as what you're going to feel, and a lot of what's happening is the blood stimulation in response to the effectiveness of the spicules being in the skin and creating the effect that you want. Now, you don't cleanse during the first 24 hours. You would take the product off. You can dampen the skin with water. I'm going to have Stephanie leave with some of this moisturizer. This is a particular moisturizing sunscreen that's great during the first 24 hours. You don't want to use any products that are going to reduce inflammation, because you want the inflammation, because that's what's correcting the skin. So you don't want any aloe or anything that's going to calm and soothe the skin. You want it to be stimulated, but you can dampen it with water. You can use that C30, or if you have another moisturizer, as long as there's not a anti-inflammatory quality to it. So you can get in around the nose. This treatment is good for all kinds of skins. You can do the neck, which is amazing treatment for the neck. There's not a lot of things that you can do, but you don't want to overdo. Believe me, this is very strong, and during those 24 hours, you're gonna really feel it. You don't see the little spicules, but you'll feel them. You can feel them like little cacti in the skin. So they're not going to it's not going to be visible, but what will be visible is that your skin is going to get very tight, very taut. Somebody might say, wow, you look amazing, because it's got that sunburn quality to it, but you feel it. So don't, be aware of that. Don't overdo, especially in the neck area, because it's very sensitive there. But after you take the product off in 24 hours, your skin looks amazing. But one of the things that's very important is to remember the hydration of the skin during the first week after the treatment, because the skin is repairing itself. Now, even though immediately you're going to see the reorganization of the collagen that's in the skin, you're going to see the new collagen that you've stimulated really in week 3, 4, 5. Now, this is a 2-part treatment. The 2 parts of the treatment are, you do the first treatment, and the second treatment you do 10 to 14 days later. And in between the treatments, make sure you hydrate, use your hydrating masks, and really work to nourish the skin, because it's going to absorb all of that. After you massage the product into the skin, again, remembering that you are the determining factor as to how long you're going to massage the product into the skin, determined by what skin you're working on. You're going to take a warm, damp cloth, and you're going to wipe off the excess of the product. Okay. Now, you can let the product sit for a minute or two if it's a very sturdy skin, not treated frequently. You can let it sit for a minute or two so that the sphincters work even more before you use the cloth. And you're just going to remove the excess, not any more than that, because you want to leave the particles in the skin. So, Steph, just feel. Do you feel when you put your hand? Like you feel the little,
oh wow, yeah.
Yeah, you feel the little guys in there, right? So when you're going to do around the eye, I didn't do around the eye, but you just take a little bit, and you can have an eye pad if you want, but you just want to make sure you tell the client to keep their eyes closed, and just do right around the eye, just like that. Let it sit. Do the other eye, and just work it in. Just like that. Above, you can go above, right by the brow. Underneath here, you can do where the skin has the, sometimes has that sagging effect, right through the brow like that. And let it sit again for that short period of time, and you wipe off the excess. When you're done, you would then take your C30, which comes with the kit, and you're just going to work this into the skin so that it's hydrated to a certain extent, but not where the inflammation is going to be reduced. And you also have your sun protection barrier. And that is it. That's how simple and easy it is. Maybe 10-15 minutes with your preparation. Of course, the face was cleansed before the treatment began, and that's it. So the instructions for home are, you can moisturize with non-inflammatory moisturizers, no aloe, something like that. Just let the skin work. 24 hours, you cleanse with your cleanser and just proceed normally. You can wear makeup after the 24 hours. You're not going to want to put makeup on during the first 24 hours. And that's it. That's how easy it is. And again, you would have the client come back 10 to 14 days for their second treatment. Then after that, you can do a third treatment if you find that it's really necessary, again in the 10 to 14 period. But then once you're done with the series, you wait 2, maybe 3 months before you repeat. So it's a great treatment to do, a few times a year to totally resurface and plump up the skin. When, as the skin recovers, the skin is illuminated, it's bright. This works great on getting rid of odd pigmentation, discoloration. It evens out the skin, makes the skin so bright and beautiful, soft and smooth. So it's a great treatment, and so please talk to your skincare specialist about providing this for you. So what's amazing about the Collajam cream is that you can treat all different areas of the face and body. You can treat around the mouth and the jowl lines and lips, where you get the fine lines about the lips. You can do the eyes, amazing results with the eyes. But some things that are really great is the décolleté. We all know how hard it is to treat that area, but this just delivers great results. Arms and elbows, of course the neck, even stomach and breast stretch marks have been found to be very, very effective with this product. So this is an all-around face and body product, and it's really the power of the spines from the sponge. They use this micronized process where they take the particles and they make them into the smallest pieces, almost like a pumice, but the finest pumice. And that's the spine of the sponge. But the way that they adhere to the skin is something that is just there's never been anything like this before. So it's an amazing product, and it's very, very effective and very, very easy, and it's men and women. So it's a great treatment, and so please talk to your skincare specialist about providing this for you.